Hello, 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 hello again. Hello, hello to the house. Good day, everybody out there. We are back again in the studio for our favorite program, Upper Reporters and Talks. The program where we discuss and give our unbiased and unreserved opinion on issues affecting the social, political, and economic welfare, uh, connecting Nigeria, connecting Nigerians home and abroad. Uh, Today is the 11th of 11th, the 11th day of November 2024, on Monday. And as usual, we're in the studio for our 74th episode of the program. Today is going to be exciting. We're drawing close to the end of the year, and more exciting news are erupting are coming up from different parts of the world. Yes, but we break it down, give it to you one as we get it. As usual, I have to introduce myself. My name is Obizo J. I'm going to be your host and moderator. Papa Reporters is still not available, but he'll be with us as long as he can make it to the studio. Um, as it kicks off, we say thank you guys. It's a beautiful week ahead of us, and let us do the needful. Yes, as it states today, as it is, I have to read the topics we have on ground. The topics for today, for Upper Reporters, says, I have not been invited to Okpebholo's inauguration of Obaseki. Governor Obaseki says this. It's one of the topics. The second topic is workers embark on strike in states yet to implement the new minimum wage. This one is a hard nut to crack, but they say workers embark on strike in states yet to implement the new minimum wage of 70,000 naira. The third one is petrol landing cost drops to 971 naira per litre. NNPC says the petrol landing cost has dropped to 971 naira per litre. The last one on the development from the incoming governor of Edo State. Governor Okpebholo or Senator Okpebholo has appointed Fred Itua as his chief press secretary. This appointment was made going forward on the inaugural process, which will be happening in a very few days' time. Well, these are the topics so far from Upper Reporters, and going forward, I would let will come in more with other findings. Or, as I said, first, though the governor says he has not been invited to Okpebholo's inauguration, I thought in my own self view, I thought that the governor was supposed to be um, the creator of the inauguration process. I thought he was going to have the inauguration process laid down by the state funds and state apparatus, bringing in the incoming. Well, I don't know. These days we get to hear more and we get to learn from what we taught. Yes, as it is. Go no further. I have a very big our uncle, our grassroots leader in the house. Ipai Gariba, nice to have you on the program. It's been a while. Yeah, we have not seen seen you in a while. To get the Welcome to the program, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. I was in Nigeria for about a month. I came back last week, and so I was
Okay.
having yes my business anniversary. So I was so engaged. So
Welcome, my
sorry
friend.
for yeah.
How
Thank you
was
for having me.
before we go further, we have to yes, how was your trip? How did you enjoy the organic, will I say organic food and the treatment, the no light and petrol buying and etc. in Nigeria?
It was terrible. It was terrible actually. I had to first of all I stayed in a hotel for a week and then moved to my house. Getting to my house, it was terrible. I just got the I don't know if whether it's okay for me to call it NEPA now. I don't know. The PAC got
Yes, yes,
connected to my house, and the youth of Amagba came to cut the light because they said they didn't receive the community money. The person that was giving the community money did not submit the community money. I think that was about 200 or 300,000 my younger brother paid to the community to connect the light. So they just came as I was sleeping. The light went off. I thought, as usual, that the PACN has taken the light. I didn't know that the community. I don't want to mention his name. Came to cut the light and took away the wires and all that. So I was left in the darkness for. So I was now forced to go and buy a new generator. And anyways, you see, Nigeria is a terrible place. Actually, the generator I was paying like 60,000 every day to buy diesel. It's not easy to live there right now. It's not easy. So I sympathize with everybody living in Nigeria. Everybody living there. It's not.
sorry to cut you off. So
Mm.
the community now it's not power, it's not PACN.
Eh,
Community came to take
yes,
power away from you
yes,
that you have been given by PACN. You're not like you
by
are owing
PSN.
you're not owing any, your card is in order, your meter is in order, you have lights. Now the people are coming to ask
It's not Mr. Obisoje. It's not everything we say on live
for
because
the
if you say everything on live, you might be hurting some areas. The meter to get a meter is you apply for meter is gonna, like my brother said, it's gonna take up to about a year or so to get a meter. If you want to get a quick one, the meters are being supplied to these institutions that are saddled with the responsibility. They hold it and they sell it to people that need it urgently. If you want to buy, it's about 450. It's a lot of. I don't want to say many things. I don't. There are so many things we wouldn't want to say online. So it's the country is broken from the presidency down to the lowest cadre, the country is broken. If you want to get as quickly as possible, you got to pay like 350,000 to get one from the back door, whatever. And God, the money to get it connected is a lot of money. If I measure the amount of money, you wouldn't even believe it. To register with PHCN, and you get the light connected, and somebody from the community who is a wayward person just thinks he has the right to come and disconnect the light because he's one of the community leaders. And the money that was given to the community, one of the leaders, was not submitted to the appropriate quarters. Because of that, he got angry and he just came and cut off the light, three phase and neutral, three phase light, and took away the wires. So the fact is, you just look at people behaving. You be so dumbfounded. You don't know what to. Otherwise, they might even attack you when you are
yes,
going on the street. So
yes. Because,
we just have to play cool with them. So, but
oh,
the living condition in Nigeria is excruciating. People are hungry. People are cost. They just accost you anytime. Oh God, beg, give me money to eat. Or give me food. Just buy food for me. And you can see it in their face. It's really, really, really very tough. Really, very, very tough. Because the plate of food in the hotel was 22,000 for one plate. So you can imagine how people are living. Even the booker we used to patronize. If you go to booker to eat, you pay like 5,000, you pay like 4,000. So that is it. Then some states are unable to pay 70,000 minimum. What are we even saying? I don't even know. May God protect the lives of our people living there. That's what I just have to say, because people are passing through a lot. You cannot even buy yam. Go to the market. 5,000 for one tuber of yam. The small one that we used to plant those days. The small
Yeah.
one we call it in Benin we call it pepe. That's the small one you can
Oh,
just
the
use to.
difficult to plant.
Yeah, yeah. 1,800 per one 2,000 and so on. How are people surviving? I don't even know. I don't even know. It's terrible. It's really terrible. If I bought fuel 4 times in about close to a month, 4 times, 80 from 82,000 to 90,000 to fill your tank. Between 82 to 90 depends on the level of your gasoline,
Yes,
the
the
tank
level of
level at
gasoline.
that time.
Yeah, the tank
Yeah,
size.
yeah, between 82 to 90,000. So how? That's more than a minimum wage. So I don't know. Oh God, I beg, I don't know. I don't want to talk. It's so much.
Because it is I it is every day we pray, we hope, we know the problems, we say it, but it is getting deeper and deeper. Now we are giving our self experience. Well, it is. Thank you. We are having you back, and what the situation, whatever it is, life is first. Yes,
Yeah.
those people that think they are gods where they are. I hope one day they will realize that they could have done it a different way to make things better for themselves and others. That is just the truth. Because I don't see any reason why you say because you are a community leader, you are the head of petrol station or NNPC or governor or president, you just put things a heavy burden on the people. Hunger everywhere. I don't, I don't. When people used to talk about hunger, I know. These days they will say you buy a piece of turkey is 5,000 naira. It is alarming. It
It's
is
it's
alarming.
not Mr. Obizoji. It's a serious because before I left, I just decided to invite some of my friends come to my house. Let's just have a drink. Let us have a drink and food together. And my friend said he was going to branch Olea market to buy goat meat. And when he came, though there's no receipt, he spent 50,000 to buy goat meat. You just wonder that this goat meat is the two legs and some other parts for about 50,000, about 15 to 20 people. Just you can imagine how people are surviving. How do people survive?
But they have parties every weekend. How do they do it?
No, the fact is, you said they have parties.
Parties. If you look, there's party,
Yeah,
party, party,
the
party everywhere.
yeah, the people having parties, assuming I want to have a party, I can have a party. You can have a party. So they rely on people like us to have this party. If you save money, $1,000, if you save one, that's about 1 point something million. You can
1.7
have
million.
it. Yeah, you can have a party. So if you have £1,000, you can have a party. But I mean, the downtrodden.
Yes.
That is the situation we don't experience abroad. There's virtually nobody in Japan that cannot go to a restaurant or that cannot purchase any kind of food.
Simple
In
meal.
in Nigeria, you have more than 50% of the people that cannot even go to restaurant. They cannot even go to a good restaurant or eateries. That's the problem, and they put the burden on the few people that have they are the breadwinners in the family. And the burden becomes so heavy that sometimes you want to even escape the whole situation. Because in a situation where you have 20 people in the family, both extended, and you have just two people that are well to do. What about the other 18 people? And our mothers and fathers, the moment they retire, they didn't even have this government. They were not civil servants. There's no retirement, so there's
No
no way
pension.
they can get. Yeah, no pension, nothing. So they are just there relying on the children to bring food for them. And where there are no children to bring food for them or pay the hospital bill, you just see people dying as if they are chickens. So it's really terrible, my brother. It's really, really, really terrible. I don't know how we're gonna get out of these doldrums. If this one persists for more than 2 years, 2 years from now, you're gonna have people die in the street.
The thing
He's
is,
sick. Yes,
uh,
he's sad.
yeah, well, we hope it gets better. We hope every reform and policy the government is making is going to make a change. I don't. We don't know right now. We don't. Well, we don't know who to
Uh,
blame.
yeah, they are just talking about the reforms. I'm not. I don't. I'm not seeing the reforms. Where are the reforms? Where are the reforms? If they bring down the price of petrol, I think things will be getting better. It has to start from there because without mobility, you cannot do any business. I think
Yes,
that is where the problem emanated from the removal of the fuel subsidy without due consideration. That's where the problem started from. And since we cannot fix our refineries, I think they say we have 4 refineries. They cannot fix the refineries. So if we are able to refine our fuel, our petrol, I think everything would definitely. If it is about 500 naira per liter, I think it will be better. 500, 400. But at this stage, 1,000, 1,200 per liter. Oh, that's excruciating. Who is going to buy it? You see, people sometimes the cars will just go off. The engine will just go off on the road
on
on
the road.
traffic, and we have to wait on. You see, I was at Ogunwe Junction at night, and the car in front of me just stopped. I was wondering why the car could start. I started honking my horn, and he just got out of the car and beckoned on me to relax. So I just had to wait because the road was choked. And he opened his bonnet, his trunk, and he brought out 1 gallon of petrol. He opened his
And
tank, and
the
he
quality.
just poured it in. We had to wait. The whole car has to wait until he finished pouring in, and he started the vehicles, and off we went. So those kind of dramas are there. People just go to. Sometimes people go to buy half a gallon of fuel at the petrol station. You know, and those ones having generators in their house, they just go buy 1 gallon and they put on the generator, pump the water to the tanks, and when the fuel goes off, they put off the generator and open the windows. So
A country and a
it's
country and a country. How
is
come?
is
What we
really
have a
very hard.
long way to go. A
Yeah, and
very very.
I have said this before. I want to appeal to our people living abroad. Like sometimes you see some people making clips. Don't send money to the people back home. Don't send. Please, I want to appeal. If you have people back home, please send money to them. If you are opportune to have some excess, send money to them. Even if you don't have excess, make sure you squeeze out some money because people are dying. The condition is hard. If you were to be in Nigeria too, you will expect people to send you money. The people cannot feed a lot of houses now. Even the one we call the average family now, they eat 101. It's very popular now when people say 101
One
or
on one.
011.
Yes, we use
Yeah,
those
or
things.
011. Yeah,
Or,
people
or
don't.
zero
People
zero one.
just, yeah, they just endure till 11. They eat around 11 in the morning and eat around 6 7 in the evening. It's not be child's play. Not be the thing. Not dey easy. People living abroad, you see they hard for people when get money. Not talk of people when they receive 30,000, security receiving 25,000, 30,000 in a month. How that person go take survive? I
And
don't
what can
understand
men
it.
do?
We are
Always have
African
been
African
consider
leaders.
exactly how
Yeah,
will you pay somebody that
yeah,
amount of money? How? Where?
yeah.
Will- I mean, they
Instead
expect
of
the
buying
person to
more,
sleep. They
yeah,
expect the
instead
person
of
to
buying
sleep
more
at the end
jet,
of the day.
uh instead of buying more jets, instead of renovating, using 5 billion why don't establish companies and factories so that people can work? Why don't we why,
And
why don't we invite
there's no power for factory.
Yeah,
There's
why
no
don't
power
we
to
invite
power
these
factory.
multinational companies to come and invest, build companies, employ people. Let the foreign currency come into the country.
Yeah,
I don't know how we think. Oh, me, I don't know how our leaders they think.
yeah,
I don't know.
but sir, if we bring those people in, whatever they are producing, it's not like they are not factories in Nigeria. But because of the high cost of production, it's the same problem.
No,
It's
there
the
will
same.
not be high cost. There will not be high cost of production. You see what is happening. What was happening China, all the Philippines, Vietnam, because of the cheap labor. Because of the high cost of labor in the US and probably in Japan and other very developed countries, they take their factories, manufacturing companies to
To
countries
other
yeah, where they
countries.
have yeah, cheaper labor, and they
Yes.
produce there and send back to their country. So that cheaper labor gives a lot of people employment in those countries, and those countries too can afford the appliances or whatever were made in that country, because is the kind of you have to put the labor into cognizance. That's where you determine the price of those goods and
Yes,
commodities.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Sir, I understand you. What I'm saying is this. For instance, now that we say, okay, let three of us here, let's try to set up an apparel company in Nigeria, a company that makes clothing. So we need tailors. We don't really need much. We just need to buy materials, make shirts, brand the shirts, make, for instance, the way they make beauty shirts. We have to continue to pay diesel every day because now we will say let's do morning shift, afternoon shift, night shift. Let's work around the clock like they do in factories here. The factories do not shut down, but the factory, those machines have to work, use NEPA, use here they don't. If you have a factory abroad, they don't think about light. They just think about paying. When they have light, they get subsidized light because of industries. Then they pay light. But in Nigeria, NEPA goes off, you put on generator. Generator, light comes on, you put on generator. You go like that. The machines that are supposed to work straight 100 hours are being interrupted constantly. And it becomes to
Yes.
have hazard.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. That's part of the investment. We can decide to first of all invest in electricity. Like this General Electric in the US and other electrical companies. You can invite them. They improve the megawatts we have. If you are improving now, I think we have about 4,000 megawatt. If we improve from 4,000 megawatt to about 20 megawatts, you can imagine the number of people that will be employed in that sector. You understand? So having employed maybe up to 1 million, 2 million people in that sector, that will trickle down. You see, without electricity, you have the people grinding pepper in the market. You have the cassava grinders. You have all these people. You have the battery chargers. You have it will trickle down. I think that is our major problem. That electricity is a major problem. We can decide to invest a lot of money there, both in electricity and the oils, the petroleum sector, and give people employment. We just have to start from somewhere. We are not starting from somewhere. Like somebody, I was listening to somebody, I think maybe Arise News or Channels TV. He said, let one government just come here and tell us what to do. It's just light. Let me give the country light. If that
Yes.
is the only thing, yes, let me give the country light. And the next government will come and give us roads and water and whatever. So, but these people, they keep on talking about this elephant project. We are going to do this. We are going to do this, and sending money to like you say you're sending money to the less privileged. Who are the less privileged? Who registers them? We don't have birth register. We don't have death register. How do we know the people we are sending this money to? Instead of sending these palliatives, giving rights to people all the time, the money used in buying this rights, use it to. If you are sending 30 billion, you're going to invest 30 billion in sending palliatives. Okay, invest one billion in every state. 1 billion can provide us one big company in Benin or in like the middle of Edo North or Edo South. Just one company that can employ up to about 1,000 people. We have to start from somewhere. You
True.
know.
It's true. True. Every thought is required. Every information, every knowledge is required, and is good to be put on the table. But I don't believe these people. These people hardly have plans for industrialization. They don't have the knowledge. They don't have the impetus. They don't. They just the best they can do is hotels, because you see every Nigerian majority of the Nigerian politicians have hotels. They build hotels. They believe it's a business that would always strive. That to me, but you wonder the too many so many politicians, and nobody is having such a thought that you have just put on the table. Why not? Okay, let's use 3 billion, create one major industry in every senatorial district.
Mm.
Something manufacture something. It can be fruit, it
Yeah.
can be clothing, it can be
Instead of sending 2,000
manufacture something,
bag of rice to Edo State, what 2,000 bag of rice will be consumed in less than a
or
day.
or
Why sending?
maybe
Yeah.
maybe the bag of rice is what they are manufacturing. Hence, maybe they have a rice, maybe they have rice mills, and these rice mills have been there or are there for them. However, they are now using government as a yardstick to buy rice from their rice mills so that they can share. Maybe that's
No,
what they are doing.
they just the gullibility. Africa, the the literacy level is still very low, and when they send these palliatives to the gullible people, they sing praises to the government. That's what they want. Oh, the government of this man gave us rice. The government. I can imagine somebody was saying on TV the other day that they shared about 6 cups of rice. I just put off my phone because I almost throwing up. Somebody saying 6 cups of rice to a human beings like himself, you know. So they sing praises to these politicians because that's what they know. That's what they know. People in the villages. So they are supposed to direct us because we entrust the treasury of our country into their
So,
hands or their care. They are supposed to help us. They are supposed to educate us because we believe that they are better than us. That's why we voted them into office. So they're supposed to direct us what to do. You see, this country you live in the US, I live in Japan, other people live in various countries and all that. You see the plans, 10 years plan, 15 years plan, 20 years plan. When we're in the 90s, they talk of millennial plan and all that.
yeah,
What plans do we have? What plans do we have?
no, I
What
don't think
plans do
there's,
we have? You
I
see,
don't
the
think they
government
have.
of Edo State now, new government is coming in. They are thinking of, abandoning the project that was started by. No, you continue with the project. Continue with the project. After the project, you can start your own new project because it's the same Edo State. It's the same Edo State. The people will only suffer, not you guys that we have voted for. Look at the acrimony fighting. Obaseki ran away, this and that. That's not what we're interested in. Somebody was declared a winner, whether he won or he didn't win. That's not my business. My business is somebody was declared a winner. Come to the saddle and tell us what you want to do. Do something for us. The roles of Obaseki could not fix it for us. They give our children employment. Let us develop. Let's forget about the fighting here and there. Today, people are at the stadium, even shouting, cursing about. No, sing praises to this new person. Let him come and join him. Let us
Let him do the magic. Yes.
let him do something for us because we want to be happy going back home. Everybody is almost getting tired abroad. We want to be happy going back. It's not Obaseki. Tomorrow he's going to be gone from there. So it's a let's start on a clean slate. Somebody new is coming in. It's not about. I'm not interested in about how somebody won election now. But my interest is what is he going to do for the state to develop from Uronigbe in my village to the last village in Akoko Edo. What is he going to be able to do? If he does like 50%, then the next regime will come and continue with the remaining 50%. Eh?
Well, that is another thing. When some of these people they just want to remain in power or they want to remain in public office, sometimes they don't see a vision. They don't have a vision. Or when they just
But they
they
have
are
vision for their families. They have
yes,
vision
well,
for their
because
families.
they make
That's my
money.
pain.
The
Yeah,
power
that's
that
my pain.
some people just want the power. They don't have this foresight.
Eh?
They just want the power. They want to be there, come into a place, everybody says your excellency, you give orders or you know how they do it now. You come, everybody is taking orders from you, you share money, they prostrate to you, you have 500 people walking behind you, you just want that life of I'm a powerful person. I think that is it. Because if you sit these people down sometimes and ask them, how do we go about it like this? What is the plan? Okay, now you are coming in. Okay, yes, you are coming in. There's nothing that's going to change that. You are coming in, you are coming in.
Yes.
What are the plans? What do even you don't have to like a person, but what the project you have put on ground, which do you see going forward, which do you see a problem in? Forget about fighting because All we are hearing is they are going to jail him. He's going to fight. They are going to fight him. 4 billion is missing. 410 billion debt. This. Have you read the books? Have you gone? Have you gone over?
I don't think he has received the handover note
But
already.
these are the
If
time.
he,
You don't have to wait to
yes,
this morning. Before
if
the
he receives the
transition is
handover,
supposed
he received the handover note. If there's any place you want to ask question, you have the
to
right
ask
to ask
questions.
question.
Like, this is what
But
you
me,
be doing.
I will even plead with the PDP people. You cooperate with this APC man. Let him come in.
I don't think you have to do. I don't think you have
Yeah,
anything to do with it.
we just
Obaseki is
need
there.
the state. Yeah, we
Obaseki
just
is
need the
there.
state.
Go and tell
Yeah,
Obaseki where are the books. I'm not protect. I'm not
yeah,
defending Obaseki.
we need
But
the state.
what
We
Obaseki has said
appeal to
is
them.
ask, ask for the books. When you ask for the books, you get it. It's simple. Just
I
go
think
there.
I think they have gone through all that. What my plea is for our state to be peaceful.
It will be good.
Let the handover take place. Like yes, I saw in your intro. I heard in your intro where you said the Obaseki said he was not invited
Yeah.
to the inauguration. I think for me there has to be a peaceful inauguration. He has to be invited. I think he's supposed to be the one handing.
So
When Jonathan was handing over to Tinubu, we were waiting for Jonathan to arrive before the inauguration started.
yes,
So I think
Obaseki is
that was
supposed to
there.
be in charge. Obaseki is
There
supposed
has
to
to
be the
be,
organizer of
but when I
the
listened to John Mayaki, what John Mayaki wrote, he said it's not constitutional to invite the outgoing governor, whatever. That would be tantamount to hatred. Just invite him to the inauguration. Everybody sit down, have a toast, and hand over to the incoming regime and
they're all
begin
acting.
to
I think they're doing
yes,
this for the people because at the end of the day, they will go for governors forum or former governors forum. Don't
yeah.
Obaseki and Oshomole and Okpebholo not sit in the same circle or is it the same
Yeah,
pension
they
of
will
the same?
embrace themselves.
Let me go there. So
Okay.
why all the drama?
Mr. Bizoji, there are a lot of people now. There's a lot of people now. Let me keep quiet so that other
Okay,
people
thank you
can.
very much. So I was
So
enjoying
the
that. You just came from
apologies to
Nigeria. No, it's
apologies to
okay.
those people that just came. I'm sorry.
Yes,
So
sir, they will
uh,
understand. You just came, so you are fresh from yarn. Yeah, so I wanted to get the first direct information. Thank you very much, sir.
thank you,
I
sir.
appreciate it. I appreciate
Thank
it
you.
very well. Yes, we have the quiet one, and we have bars in the house too. Well, the topic now is the governor is saying he has not been invited to Paulo's inauguration. Bars, do you have anything to say about this?
First of all, I will say something. A country where the politicians are wealthier than the business and the businessmen, there's already a problem.
Good. That's
Number two, how can you continue when there is no beginning? Obaseki is the beginning, you are the continuation. How can he not be available for the handover? Or why would he not be invited for the handover? It obviously just tells you that there will be no continuity in this government. One. Two, it also tells you that in time past, our recent politicians have come out with this notion or thought that when you continue a previous government's project, you don't make enough money because the monies have already been accounted for. Possibly what is left is just some instrumental payments and they don't make enough money from that. So they always want to go back to new projects, elephant projects, where they make lots of assumptions and communicate the words to us that in 4 years' time, in 3 years' time, and it all amounts to nothing. We end up having a lot of uncompleted projects and no way forward. Back to the issue on ground. What is the fight about? You were the ex-governor, I'm the new governor. What is wrong in coming in as a governor? If you want to do due diligence and invite him for questioning when he's found wanting. What is the urgency to fight with him when you have not done due diligence? Somebody of that repute, which is called executive governor of a state in Nigeria, should not work with hearsay. They said he took. No. When the books are handed over to you, you go through your books. Obaseki is still a citizen of Nigeria, and he will be called from wherever he is. This
Yes,
and this and this have been found wanting. This amount of money, as we can see on ground, there's nothing to match what you said you did with this and this and this, going by this and this standards. And we don't even have people who do those checks. Who does those checks? In developed countries, they have people that what they call a standard practice, what they call them, quality. There's a name they call them. That
quality control.
Quality
Quality
control.
control.
Quality control is one. There's another one. They work with the audit of the nation, the national government. Depends on the country. They come and tell you this project, what they think this project will costed, and vis-a-vis what they said was used on the project. Then you can now say, okay, this amount of money was embezzled. But I think from government to government in Nigeria, the people in government bring their own people to come up with the stories. So there's no continuity. Again, all the institutions have failed. So each government is in charge of the institution when they are in government. That's already a stage ready for failure. So if Obaseki as a governor could arrest somebody, it just tells you that when Obaseki goes, the next governor is in charge, irrespective of if this person is wanting or if the evidence against this person has been checked and found correct. So to me, I feel that we still have a long way to go, because if we say we are running a state and there's a new governor elect and there's an exiting one who's going away and there's no synergy, it just tells you that, sorry to say, that looking at what is ahead of us, I don't see immediate growth. I don't see immediate growth.
We only hope. We only hope, because okay, let me give you an example. Even let's look at the Buhari Tinubu transition. It was smooth and sailing, but there's still no growth, because
Yes.
Buhari did his tenure and handed over to President Tinubu. There was synergy, like you said. You used the word synergy. Yes, they went from a flowing government to a flowing APC to APC, but it has got to I don't want to say negative things. What people are feeling now is terrible. Everything is like it's like an opposition taking party and trying to stop all what the previous government had did or had done.
So
What I'm trying to say is this: sometimes the people that want to attain power hardly can have idea of what they are going to meet. That is the problem. That is my own fear. I want to be a governor, I want to be a senator, I want to be a this, I want to be a that. Do you have knowledge about it? Do you have knowledge about governance? The books that they are going to bring, if they are going to bring 100-page books, are you going to read it directly yourself, or you are going to give it to people to read and translate to you, like we do to the Bible? So that is the question. Obaseki, people, okay, they are in a stand saying Obaseki has not done anything. That's what their mentality, or that's what they believe. Or rather, they hate Obaseki. It's opposition. It's not why they're fighting war. It's just politics. It's opposition. So anything Obaseki does, they are not going to continue it, or they are going to destroy it, or they are going to end it. If they are going to end it, what are you going to replace it with? And how do you start replacing it? That is where the commotion, I believe, will start. If they don't listen to the words of people. That is what.
Can I say something? The projects embarked on, whether completed or uncompleted, do not belong to Obaseki. They belong to the states and the people of Edo State. So discarding them or not continuing them, you are not doing Obaseki any harm. It still boils down to the people in the state not enjoying any form of development. So when I hear those kind of utterances, it already gives me a feeling that this person is looking for
Is it me or we have lost him? Baz, are you there? Baz, are
I
you
think
there?
his network.
Okay, I think we have lost him. Okay, yes. Baz, sorry we lost you along the line, but it's okay. Quiet one, do you have the time? So before Baz has his network worked upon. The quiet one, are you there? Yes, the quiet one is always there. You see, when we are going to Edo discourse, and the discourse is the governor is saying that he has not been invited to Okpebholo's inauguration. For me, I say the governor is in charge of inauguration. There's no way they should be inviting him to a party that is a party that is how would I put it? A party that is organizing. You're organizing the party because it's the outgoing that organizes the inauguration and the incoming attends and he's handed over, blah, blah, blah. So what is your submission on this, my brother?
I think his network too is probably not okay.
Are you there? Everybody,
yes, can you hear you?
okay. Okay.
Hear me?
Well, yes, we are breaking. I think you have a bit of network issue, but we can hear you. Go ahead. The quiet one, are you there?
Is it better?
Yes, we can. We heard you when you asked if it was better, but we weren't hearing your submission.
Okay, no, I wasn't saying anything then.
Okay,
Can you hear me now?
okay, yes,
Is it flowing?
yeah, yeah, loud and clear, loud and clear.
All right, great. So I said, looking at this, for me, it appears it's a recipe for disaster. Because what that tells me is the fact that, like I think it's Baz that said it, there is no continuation. So if the outgoing government is not available to take you through what's going on, where do you start from? There needs to be. It tells me there is no link. There's no continuity. You're just coming into a government and you're going to just do whatever you like. Is that what they are suggesting? Because this inauguration should follow through with what happened with the committee that they set up for the handover committee. Do we know anything about the outcome of that? Obizo, do you know the outcome of that inauguration?
No, there's no outcome. I don't know. We don't know. Anytime they set up something, there's always a tone for quarrel. They'll say the man embezzled this. Yeah, they sound like they're ready for a fight. I don't know why. You have won the election, and the man is going out. So I don't think this is a time for. This is a time for.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you. I think this is a time for resolution. Elections have come and gone. Politics have been played.
But you see, that's the problem. They don't understand it. They don't understand the difference between politics and governance.
Yes.
You play politics to get into power. Once you've been elected, then you leave politics aside and focus on governance. Yes. Governance and politics are two different things. One leads to the other. Yes, you can play politics while governing, but your key focus when you've won an election is how to govern. And then you don't only govern the people in your party, you govern the entire populace or citizens. Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Loud and
Or is
clear.
it still
I hear
breaking?
you very well. I hear you very well.
Okay. So, it's just a shame that this is happening. And then I went online today just to, my 5 minutes online. And the next thing I saw is Yabin Obaseki. I couldn't even listen to them because it just tells me where these people, their mentality are. How can you come in and you're saying, what, it doesn't add up. And these are the same people that are coming to govern those states. My goodness. I pity for the states, to be honest. And I wish them well, but the way you start a race always determines how you will end that race. I don't think they've started on a good note. Look at the fight they've been fighting. This one fighting this one. They've not even started. They've not even gotten into power. But again, let me hope and pray that the leadership of the APC will step in and stabilize the ship. Otherwise, I just feel sorry for Edo. If what we are seeing is anything to go by, then Edo is in for it. But I hope and I pray that that is not the case. That said, you look at the election in America, for example. I know America is, they are billion years ahead, but look at, the election ended. Then the next thing you're seeing is the two presidents are the president elect and the outgoing president. They're already, making plans to meet if they've not met already. That's how it should be. You come together. Okay, this is where we stop. These are the things that we think are okay. This is this project. This is where we are with this. So are they saying they're going to scrap everything? Then what happens to the digitalization of Edo State Civil Service? Are they going to remove that as well? So this thing doesn't make sense. What happens to the GIS? Edo geographical information. These things doesn't make sense at all. Doesn't make sense. I don't know. When I hear these things, it frustrates me to the extent that I don't even want to talk about it. I just want to blank that aspect of what I hear. Just wrap it up, put it in a box, and flush it because it's so bad.
It's so bad. It will clog your toilet. It's so bad. That's how it is. These people don't
Yeah,
know the difference. They think there's opposition in governance. In politics there's opposition. But after you have won, now it's time to govern.
Mr. Bizoje, can I
Go
just say,
ahead,
I'm
sir.
sorry,
Go ahead, sir.
Oga, sorry, sir,
No,
sorry, sir.
go
You
ahead.
you
Go ahead.
see, I think special apologies to APC before they will start to bash me here. I think APC was not ready for what is to come. That is what I see there. I was in Nigeria, I was in Benin during the committee that was set up to handle the handover whatever, and I could see the bickering. The bickering there was, I think, the people that were, these are our politicians. They nominate people that probably assisted them during the election, not the people that are really viable.
Yes.
And these people that were nominated by the APC side couldn't handle the digitalization of the processes, and that was why they were absconding from the meetings, because I think there was a first time they were invited. They went there and they found out that wasn't what they expected. Probably they thought it was analog, and they couldn't handle it. And they started complaining. And like when I listened to Obaseki the other day, he said he has about 3 million documents or whatever to submit, and these people were not ready for all this. That was why they complained. Obaseki sometimes behave like a spirit. The way they behave sometimes they do like spirit. You want to commission project. You did commission project during the electionary period. You shifted the commissioning to a week
Your
a week
transition.
before. You
Exactly.
understand? So I begin to wonder what kind of human being, if he had commissioned those projects during the electionary period, maybe that would have boosted the Mr. Aswen's popularity or whatever.
Yeah.
But that notwithstanding, he decided to shift there to, and this project he commissioned about 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, were not expected by by the opposition. Opposition. When I mean the opposition, I mean the APC. And all this saying that he didn't do anything, he just shut them up, and they are now surprised. They don't know where to start from. I think Okpebholo need to bring people that are viable, need to bring very educated people, because we need the viability, we need educated people, we need people that are vast in various areas to handle all these things. The handover section now, well, we didn't even know what transpired and what was the end game. So they just complaining and complaining. People started shouting at the stadium today. Obaseki, even yesterday, somebody was saying, I think it was attributed to, but I don't know if it is true or not, that Obaseki is nowhere to be found. Whereas Obaseki was in the office even with his brother Pedro and all that.
Pedro, I saw the video.
So,
Pedro
so
made
I don't even know why those things are important. Why would Obaseki escape from it? He has already said when he's invited, he will go to
oh, come.
EFCC.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
so
come out of the
if he's found wanting, let him go in for it because it's our money. If he's
simple.
not found wanting, let him be released. And that is not, to me, that is not what is important now. Inviting Obaseki is no. They should just kickstart the processes. Let us see what is going to happen.
So
Tell us the nomination. Nominate your commissioners. Do whatever you want to do. Start the processes and let's see what the end game is going to be. Whatever is going to befall Obaseki, that should be later. Thank you.
okay, so sorry. I will take a few points from what you said. I think the fear of APC is still that PDP are still planning to go to court as regards the election results. So, in their minds, the only way to discredit the thought of people wanting Aswan to come in is to discredit Obaseki and
But how
make
does that work?
Obaseki not available to support Aswan in his bid to get his mandate or to get a proper the proper results shared amongst all the parties involved. So their way of going about the
But we have lost you again. But sorry, we have lost you again. Okay. Let me reiterate what from what Ban said. I don't think I don't think everybody has. A lot of people have moved on. Now it's left for the court to decide if there were lapses or there were flaws in the in the Edo electoral Guba election. However, if there were flaws, fighting Obaseki now would not change anything because if you love Obaseki now, you hold him, you do resolve with him. A man that has his election disenfranchised is not Obaseki. Obaseki has done his tenure. Obaseki is leaving. No matter what Obaseki has done, I think it is time for everybody to come to the table to say, okay, where is the key to this padlock? Where is the key to what are the pins to these digital safes? How can we do this? Okay, which were the people handling this project so we can have them impute? I'm not saying the current the governor-elect does not have his team. I'm not saying that, but it is a normal process. They should be Obaseki's people are already doing it now. If you sack, are you going to sack all of them and put in yours? That is a question. Even if you are going to change hands, which are the people that are going to train yours before you put yours into key? Well, let before I go further, we have Vuvuzela in the house. Vuvuzela, thank you for coming in. We are talking about Obaseki and Okpebholo. Obaseki said that Okpebholo has not invited him for the inauguration. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, or what are your submissions on this matter? Vuvuzela, are you there? Vuvuzela, okay. So before
Can you hear me?
yes, we can hear you now. We can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah. So concerning has not been invited. Well, I don't. From my understanding, they are supposed to be handing over and passing handover notes to the incoming government. I don't know how that process is being handled, all I'm seeing is that the incoming government, they are doing novelty match in the stadium, and it's like they are doing their own party. But come tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow that's supposed to be the swearing in. I think the outgoing government is supposed to present his notes and some other important things to the incoming government while the chief judge will swear them in. So I don't know how that process is going to work if he says he has not been invited. He's supposed to be the host, if I'm not mistaken. But um, if we go back to even the last time Donald Trump was president, when Biden was coming in, Donald Trump was nowhere to be found. I don't think he could bring himself to hand over to Biden. So he was not in the inauguration. So I believe, so I guess that maybe we are going to have the same issues here, or maybe the deputy governor Shaibu will be the one to do the handover since he's friends with them. So that is kind of that is a funny one, if I must say, for Obaseki to say he has not been invited. I don't think he needs to be invited. He's actually supposed to be the host, and he's the one that is supposed to actually organize
The inauguration. That's exactly what I
the
said.
parade and all of that. I saw the other day, and the incoming governor was in the stadium doing his rehearsals and all of that. I'm thinking, I mean, if he's doing it in the open like that, and men of the police force was there, I mean, civil society, they were doing their parade rehearsal. If everything is done in the open like that, I don't see Obaseki saying he has not been invited. I don't know if he needs a formal invitation. But to me, it's just people playing politics to the very end. And I don't. The issue with I have sometimes with the APC government is that even though when they've won an election, they still act like they're in campaign mood. Even in the federal, they still act like in campaign mood, wanting to blame last government. You won the election, take over, like Ipa said. Give your list for commissioners and tell us what your plan is. You've campaigned for so long, you finally have your prize. So move on and forget about all these stories of saying Obaseki has disappeared in the dead of night and all of that. Those are campaign talk. Now you are in there. It's time for the serious matter now, because we don't want a situation whereby in the first 6 months, all we'll be hearing is Obaseki or Obaseki. We don't want that. The man has gone. And to me, if he has any business, if he has anything business to answer to, it's between him and, like he said, the EFCC or whoever calls for his attention. But for now, so tomorrow, with or without Obaseki, the swearing in is going to go on, because it's the chief judge of the state that we actually do the actual swearing in of oath taking and all of that. So with or without him, the swearing in is going to go ahead, and they should focus on governance and take it from there, not trying to play politics and all of that. That's my submission.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Vuvuzela. You see, these days, people react differently to things we see. A lot of people, yes. For me, on this matter, Obaseki, I just feel Obaseki sometimes. Yes, I don't know if it's the media or that's misinterpreting, or Obaseki trying to be dramatic. You are the host. They cannot invite you to a party that you have hosted. But again, with the hate that is in the air, Obaseki might want to come in, and you see what happened at the INEC office during the election. He was walked out of the INEC office using the police. Obaseki might say, okay, I'm governor, I have to be there. And if they walk him out, what would they say? So he's now coming out to say that he's not been invited. Again, I don't understand, because I have seen, honestly, I have seen an invite sent to somebody that is inviting another person for the inauguration and the gala night. So I don't understand why if they can even go on social media, while Obaseki as a governor, so far, tomorrow he handles his tenure ends, today, tonight, midnight. I don't see why he shouldn't be invited. The only thing you see about write-up these days is calling for investigations here and there for Silverwood plant, shopping mall. Those are the write-ups that you see coming from APC. It is evident, it is hard, it is painful that it seems that APC in general, from top to bottom, they don't have a blueprint or they don't have a document of what they have, what they are relying on. I think these people are just we want power, we want power, we want power. There is no, according to Burna Boy, no workings because Okpebholo will become governor. Okpebholo is governor of Edo State. That is just the truth. And from tomorrow or the day or into 48 hours, he would have all the powers he has. But it's sad that they are not. If you check everywhere, there's nothing they are talking about apart from arresting the former governor or sending the EST after the former governor or investigating the former governor. Is that how politics is supposed to be played? That is where I find and I felt, even though I supported Tinubu, I find it very, 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 very displeasing that Tinubu will allow his party members to do this. It is bad. He has to. It is governance. You know, he's the governor of Edo State. He's not the governor of APC. Edo chapter. He's the governor of Edo State. Why start with a fight? Why war? What did the Obaseki take from them that is creating all this unnecessary things that we see on social media? Well, as it is, we have another person in the studio by the name of Joe. Joe, welcome. You are late as usual. Yes, but it's okay. We are talking about the inauguration of Okpebholo. Okpebholo will be inaugurated as the governor of Edo State in a couple of hours or a couple of days. And Obaseki said he has not been invited. What is your submission or what is your take on this?
Well, good evening, my brother. I'm happy of we seeing again. Thank God we are alive to talk about our state, talk about Nigeria, talk about ourselves as well. So, our advice to Okpebholo, he should not allow somewhere to destroy a government. He should be very, very careful with Oshomole because Oshomole have done a governor. He have done 2 times governor. Nobody instructed him. Nobody give him instruction. He run a government freely. Okpebholo should be very careful of Oshomole. Very, very careful. We keep saying it. Whether he won election, that guy not won election, that guy, the few period is going to stay in government or he's going to stay for, I don't know, but you should be very careful of Oshomole. You should handle Oshomole carefully. Because all this hatred is coming from Oshomole, not from Okpebholo, it's coming from Oshomole. It's very obvious. So Okpebholo should be careful of the advice he take. The one he will take and swallow it, they will not act on it. He should just beginning to mature now, because if not, he will run into trouble. That's my submission. I pray for Edo. We want Edo to move forward, not backwards. So that's all of us want.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, so you blame me? I'm blaming Oshomole. Well, I think the hate is serious. A lot of people even you find out that some citizens even hate Obaseki. But well, they are government and these people know how to.
But if the citizen hate Obaseki, he may not actually have effect on Okpebholo or like Oshomole. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm saying, Oshomole. So the city might just be talking on social media, but acting on it might not really affect more. But I'm talking to Oshomole will cook or not cook. It's just to destroy things. It's not going to help anybody, because you can't say the 8 years of Obaseki wasted time. Obaseki bring out some initiative that's good for the people. So what I expect is Okpebholo to do is just to calm down, look at the development they have done so far, look at what this man put in place, look at the one he can build on. Those are the things I'm expecting for, not by making it to job Obaseki. But Obaseki has gone already. He should be talking on himself now. Because I started seeing the reason why they will begin to praise reason and why I'm not performing, keep missing Obaseki name. I expecting it already. In the next 100 days, we'll be hearing Obaseki. So he should just make sure he work for the EDO people. That's my submission.
Yes, we look forward to the transition. We look forward to the inauguration, and we hope for the best for our governor incoming. And I believe I intend to believe that he will do a good work when he gets in. I begin to see him as a man that listens, although not everything you hear you work on. So we all believe should all have our fingers crossed that the best will come out from him going forward. Well, that we are done with that topic. Now there's a topic on ground that says workers are embarking on a strike in states that are yet to implement the new minimum wage. It is only shocking that some of the states that have promised to pay the new minimum wage are still yet to do it. That they are still yet 70,000 has been across board, and across board. So 70,000 is what they said. Some people cannot pay for it from states, so the NLC is embarking on a strike. There's something to deliberate on that. Those that cannot afford it, they should have not they shouldn't have played politics with it. Politicians cannot continue to say or do or tell us what they cannot do. You know your power, you know your capabilities, you know the strategy on ground. If you cannot pay 70,000, tell us you cannot pay 70,000. Not just telling the people. Work on it. Reduce your excesses. You have your security votes. Sometimes you have to delve into your security votes because it's your security vote. It's not your personal security money. It's for the state. You can go about it that way too, but generate what you can afford. Get the workers that you can fend for, because the talk. It is high time we start walking the talk, because you hear it. One says, "I'm going to give 5,000. I'm going to create 5,000 jobs." The 1,000 jobs you have before, you have not been able to give them their salaries up to date, and you're telling us you want to pay 5,000 more. Where are you going to get that? Is that what you are reading or what you know? How do you intend to do that on your own, telling us from your own end of the program? These are where we fall short. Now you are probably you were with the president in a party and everybody was smiling when they saw channels television arise, and you are promised to pay 70,000. Now you can't pay it. It's not. You don't have it. If you don't have it, say you don't have it, and stop promising that you pay it. Now there's going to be another strike, and when these strikes start, the people are put into serious stress, because fuel is going to be scarcity. Fuel already is 1,000 plus. When it's scarce, it increases. Movement to work, people have find it difficult. Food transportation becomes a hazard. Everything becomes serious. Now that takes insecurity to the highest level. What do you know? Your guy have you have 2 trucks of military men, 17 visas, and all expense paid office. But you are coming to make promises that you can't fulfill. these are the things. I don't know if sometimes I just say maybe we should just stop discussing politics so we don't get sick and tired of these things we hear all the time. Well, the strike, there's no year in Nigeria that there's not been a strike. One strike or the other protest, NLC. NLC looks compromised to me. To me, I look at NLC like INEC. Maybe when they want money, because NLC should strike until this is resolved. You hear them go, they will say 3 days, they want to start a strike, then they will go 3 days and they will resolve without sorting the problems out. Then again, after it's Christmas, it's almost getting to Christmas. Probably the NLC guy wants money on vacation. Then he calls his cronies and says, let us call for a strike. And they go discuss with the government and they pay them and everybody goes home. If you can't pay 40,000, shut the bloody system down till the 70,000 is paid. Doesn't care if it's 6 months. Let everybody suffer. Then the governors will not have who to govern. They will stay at home, get paid, and go for political parties now, with the Wiki and yes. It's all compromising at all times. We'll go back. NLC has now become a weapon. Every day, the NLC wants to strike. Every day. For 70,000, and to fill a tank is 80-something thousand. To fill the tank of a sedan. They're talking about paying 70,000, and NNPC now is telling us that the landing cost of petrol is 971 naira per liter. Where are we going? Where is the way forward? Well, I'm just letting you guys know. It's not anything to discuss. It's not anything we have to talk about because the NLC strike is forthcoming for the Christmas holiday. They say it's forthcoming. For next, NNPC landing cost drops to 971 naira per liter. We have for people. Epa, I want to ask you a question, please. You were in Nigeria for a month. How much did you buy petrol for the lowest? Because I heard these prices are not constant. They fluctuate, and people choose certain petrol stations where they say meter is not tampered with. How much was the lowest that you ever bought petrol in Nigeria upon your visit?
1,200 per liter.
That was in those. Okay, you only bought, but you bought petrol only when you were in Benin. You didn't buy in Lagos.
In Benin. Yes. No, I don't have cars in Lagos. I only have cars in Benin. Yes.
Okay.
1,200.
1,200 per liter.
Yeah, per liter. Yes.
That was the lowest you bought. There was no time you bought above that.
I couldn't actually take cognizance. 1,205 or something. I don't know. But basically, it was 1,200 per liter. But in NNPC, it was probably cheaper because you see people lining up to about 50 cars on the line. And sometimes it doesn't get to their turn. They go home and come back the following day. So you wouldn't expect people like us to go there and queue.
The queue like it's a scarcity period.
There's a scarcity because that place is cheaper, probably less than 1,000 per liter or about 1,000. I don't know. I didn't even ask them. But sometimes if you bribe the policemen standing there are police and some military men standing there, you bribe them and they open the other gate for you to pass through so that you can get your own. You probably have to bribe them with about 3,000, 4,000 or so. But we just go to the fuel was available in all the stations I went to. So you just go there, they say, oh guys, 1,200. There you fill your tank, 82,000, 85,000 per liter. Yeah. Just about in my life yet. Sugo. Yeah, okay. So sorry about that.
Thank you. No, it's okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Epa. Yes, we have Chief Oye. Chief Oye, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to the studio today. We are talking about.
Thank you. Sorry that I came in late.
No, it's okay. We're talking about petrol landing cost dropping from, I don't know the price, to 971 naira a liter. If the planning cost is 971 naira per liter, I want to know how much is petrol? Do you have any idea how much petrol costs, or how much it is
From the
being
last
cost?
I heard, someone mentioned that they got petrol for 1,150 in Bouvel in Benin City, and 1,100 somewhere in Ikoyi in Lagos. So that's all that's all I can say. So what is the question?
No, I'm asking. Well, how much? How much? Because NNPC now is saying that the landing cost has reduced. They have reduced landing cost. They reduced landing cost to 900, and if NNPC is saying petrol has dropped to 971 naira, that means there's trouble, because
Well, why is NNPC holding the nation to ransom? Who is this NNPC, and who are the people at the helm of affairs that make these decisions or come up with these numbers? Who are
NNPC
these
does not.
people?
NNPC does not. It's a landing thing. The NNPC, they don't. They are a company that I think right now they are importing fuel for the country. I believe that is what they are doing now. So, however, they are telling us that for them to bring petrol into Nigeria, uh, it will cost the NNPC 971 naira. This is excluding, I think, other logistics getting it to gas stations. So this is the cheapest that they can.
So when they get it for 900 and something naira, how much
You
how
just
much of
add,
the pump price?
it's going to be over 1,000 naira as well.
Wow, wow. So there's no lights at the end of the tunnel, eh?
The news we these are the news we see on our media. The news we see these days, they are they are they are heartbreaking. They're always heartbreaking, because there's nothing. No, there are no signs of improvement. They are
Wow.
now telling us 970. Is it that it has dropped to 970? Are they trying to say this is some form of improvement? Are they trying to say, okay, yes, these are great development. There's a great development on ground. The petrol is dropped to this. Is it? I don't. I sometimes I wonder. Is But when you use the word cost to drop, whatever cost has dropped, when they say cost has dropped in any part of any discourse, it means there's been progress. That means the price of any goods or services has come down, which means there is progress. But NNPC 971 naira doesn't. It's not proper. As someone now that has just been to Benin or Edo State has told us what it takes to get the petrol or the PMS from an NNPC station. People queue up for days like it is fuel scarcity, like there's fuel scarcity. So, what are we saying?
Excuse me, sorry to cut you short, Mr. Moderator. Why are they queuing up?
Because the pill is 100 naira
So
cheaper.
where in Nigeria, in Edo State?
Yes, NNPC petrol station.
Oh yes. So I heard that they just, but it's only in NNPC petrol station because they're trying to
Because
buy
it's
it for
cheap.
cheaper.
Yes, when you try
Yeah,
to buy
maybe
for
like
one,
100 naira cheaper from NNPC.
if we look at it as it's 100 naira cheaper, a man that wants to buy petrol for
It adds
2,000
up.
naira,
Yeah,
does not want to buy for 2,200 naira. He believes the
yeah,
200 naira can get him something. Because these people that
yeah.
queue up at busy gas stations, take it or leave it, they don't buy full tanks. They don't fill their tanks. They want to buy 4 liters. They want to buy 5 liters. So if you have 5,000 naira, you don't want to go and buy 4 point something liter somewhere
No,
else.
No.
Rather stay in that. So they go through a lot of pain.
Sometimes these people wait for as much as an hour
You
to
know,
pay 200.
more than an hour, because now at the gas stations you heard what a person said. There's a queue, but there are people in the gas stations that still have their fans coming from the exit to make the queue last longer.
Oh, that's typical Nigeria, isn't it?
Oh, come on! So the problem, I don't know. When we see these things, these days I come here and I'm beginning to realize there's this guy on media that this guy that resigned from Tinubu's government.
Panic already.
No,
Somebody just resigned from Tinubu's government? Is
yeah,
that
one of
wise?
the media guy.
Is that wise?
Yeah, see, the media guy now, he said he was doing it for families or for some family reasons. You know, when you're in a place and some things are not happening, you're scared to say, okay, and these upper reporters, I'm tired of Nigerian news, I'm resigning. I'm tired to be reading Nigerian news. It breaks my heart. Sometimes, yes, I think for people, it's not everybody that can handle it. You just see things decaying, and you are inside of it. It's not like these people cannot handle it. NNPC will do their own. NLC, they are doing their own. INEC will do their own. National Assembly will do their own. Come on. This is serious. Well, Nigeria, we pray for the best, we hope for the best, and every outcome to come. The petrol is going to be 1,000 plus. Everybody just brace yourself. And we use petrol for generators, we use petrol for vehicles. So minimum wage is 70,000 and they cannot pay. How can the person now buy petrol for his generator, buy petrol for the car? And the things you are buying the petrol for, they are not even generating money. So imagine, you are buying petrol for your car. Is your car, do you do taxi with it? No. You are buying petrol for your generator. Is it for your business? No. It's just to sleep or just to live or have peace at home. Peace, even if the noise is very loud, but just to have light so you can keep your water cold, keep your house running. Well, what can I say? It is more and more of what we get to see in Nigerian politics. Well, the last of it all, the last on the upper reporter news, Okpebholo appoints Itua as the chief press secretary. The incoming governor has appointed the incoming governor has appointed a Fred Itua. He works for the Sun newspaper as his chief press secretary. This I think the guy is a notable guy, and he's press secretary, and he has been appointed. Congratulations to you, Chief, to you, Fred Itua, and as press secretary to the governor. We hope you guys a good transition program, and look forward to having the governor a better and more progressive state. Yes, we hope that people like this can give the governor good advice. Although it's not an advisor, it's just a press secretary, but still anybody can work as a team. So we hope for the best from our state. Back to Chief Oya, are you there? Chief Oya, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. But
Oh,
you're not so
yes.
clear, but I'm here.
Okay. Okay, yes, Ajuri, thank you very much. Someone has just rectified that. Ajuri, yes, Ajuri was the guy that worked with the presidency and he resigned. He used to work for, I think he used to work with Rise TV or Channels TV. He used to be a morning presenter. One morning he said he was no longer doing it. He said it was due to some family issues and
No,
he,
that guy came with Buhari now. He worked in Buhari government.
yes, so that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but he was with, I think he resigned. He
Yeah,
resigned.
it was Buhari that you see Ononuga frustrated him. He have to go. So
Did anybody really frustrate him, or he was just in a place where you can, as a young man, there's some places that you close be and just be like, "What is going on here? I don't resonate with
he
the things happening
he
here."
cannot dwell in that environment. That's why I keep saying
Yes,
people surrounding Tinubu, all those Lagos guys, you can't walk in between. You can't walk among of them. If you are not among of, you can't walk with them unless you are with them. You can't. It's difficult.
well, on a normal note, with all these things we see, we read every day. This is every day. Sometimes I go back to my notes and I just wonder, these things are happening in one country. Every
Did you
day we
just hear
write.
now? This Lagos Oluomo I just be appointed as a
I said,
uh,
like, I'll be too ashamed as NUROT national
NIL
president.
president. So
I,
Tinubu know
oh
how
my,
he does his things. If you are
no,
not
but
among, you are not among, you are not among. So
well, brother. Well,
that is kind of government.
it's the politicking is too much.
Ah,
He's doing the politics. It's too much. It's not time to
in
do
aspect
politics.
of that, Buhari was better. Buhari still give free hand.
Why governed? Why
But
governed?
this
Everybody
guy,
play their role. It's, trying to indulge in everything is not. You cannot be a part of it all. That's just the truth. What I think is they are trying to pave way for the next for 2027. You have not you have to before you think of another tenure, work with the one you have so that the next one can be bright.
What do you mean they are trying to pave way for 2027? What have they done that they are paving way for?
Politics. They are playing politics for the next
when
election. How to win
when
the
he's already
election
putting
easy.
his boys in
Putting
important
your
position
people
in
in
Nigeria,
strategic places. What does that mean? What does that mean? What they did, they know, even if everybody has moved on. Yeah, on those state election is forthcoming. What they are doing in rivers. What is that? They want to conquer the whole town so that by on that day it will be a walk on the park. That is politics. It's not governance. In governance, there are no opposition. It's only politics that you have. When you want to play politics, when you have an election, you have opposition. But after the election, whoever wins should govern. There are no opposition there
I've
because you
said
become.
I've said this privately before that until they start the people of Nigeria who are occupying Nigeria right now, which I want to refer to as the future of Nigeria, the youth, until they start taking power into their hand and doing some certain things, whereby, for example, if they hear that a senator in Edo State wake up their body then see. The next senator or the other senators will start acting well. Before they know, another state has happened. Before you know, these people will start doing the right thing. Because right now they are looking at Nigeria. All these people, they are not ready. Let's do our thing. That is what is really happening in Nigeria. To me, I've said it here before. We shouldn't worry about Nigeria. If you are lucky enough to be out of that country, man, just thank God. In Benin, they will tell you, "Yagbe is shocking you, I'm telling you, because that country is. I don't want to use the word faith because we have been using faith. It's dead already. It's dead. It's dead already. whereby you go to an event, you see a governor's son or a senator's son, the way they are lavishing money,
throwing money up and down.
in the same country that you are.
Mm.
You know, so my dear, I beg Nigerians, see how we can empower ourselves within diaspora. That's the most important thing. We should forget about those people.
What happened in Burkina Faso happened in Nigeria. That's the only way. Burkina Faso and Mali. That's the only way. What happened there? If it don't happen in Nigeria, my brother, those leaders, they are too greedy. Very greedy.
Well, Burkina
And we
Faso,
have so
Mali.
many people, you know, educated people. You know, during the campaign, they were supporting somebody you know that was already a dead man living, like dead
It's
on
money.
arrival. Somebody you know that does not have a plan for the future of, you know, just because you are fortunate enough to find yourself out of the escape the danger of that country, and you were you were like you open your. I don't understand. You know, the 4 years that your parents used in schooling you, like you fed them. For you to see somebody and start saying that that person has the plan, future for a country of over 200 million people. And you know this person cannot even stand or even speak, you know, one sentence correctly. And you put him there and you expect him to deliver. No, come on now. We should know better now. We saw all these things coming now. We know that man will not be able to deliver. We know that. We shouldn't pretend as if we don't know. We know.
Who? Which of them? Which of? Okay, that's Tinubu himself.
Yeah, we know.
Well,
You know, I don't know. I know I came late to this program, but I don't know if you guys already discussed. I heard that the inauguration that is taking place tomorrow, that they spent 5 billion naira.
Who spent 5 billion?
The incoming, and that's the budget they use.
Okpebholo already borrowed 5 billion.
From where?
5
Borrow
billion
5
to
billion
do
from where?
inauguration.
I don't know where he borrowed the money from to run
Is
inauguration.
that a rumor or is it actually that
the stock.
It's not a rumor. It's in media now. They didn't deny
5
it.
million. 5 billion.
5 billion?
Oh,
They didn't
5
deny it.
billion naira
5 billion. It's on media.
For
Nobody come out
inauguration?
to deny it.
I've not
for
stumbled
inauguration.
upon that. I've not stumbled upon it. The only thing I heard is that the governor was not invited. Obaseki said he was not invited. That's what we're discussing before. No, 5 billion. How much is the stadium that they're using to do inauguration?
5 billion already.
Well, who gave them the loan? Where did they get the loan
Who
from?
gave them the loan? Anyway, any bank can give the loan. Is the governor
No,
elect.
it's not
city
governor. They'll give
No,
them now.
any bank cannot give. Okay, because it's governor, so they can give the loan. That's it.
It's
Yes,
governor
now.
elect.
It's a
Yeah, of
governor
course. They
elect.
give them money for. They give them loan for campaign. It's not going to be a formal loan. They see backyard loan. They give them loan for campaign.
When you say backyard loan, I don't know. They can go and if you need asset collateral. So what would they put is as a collateral? Put the
They will
state.
promise. They will promise bank account now. The bank account will be tied to the loan now. Sure. The
5
money that the
billion
bank
to
will
just
make,
to do one day
the money that the
inauguration.
bank will make
Ah,
to host that bank account, it will be more than 5 billion. So the money that the bank will make in charges and all sorts to host that bank account will be more than 5 billion before 4 years or at the end of 4 years. That's if they stay to 4 years. So that's the thing. So it's not banks will always avail that kind of money to the security is there. Is government elect. So
but my concern is that just for one day inauguration, you have already spending 5 billion already one day. That tells you the integrity of somebody like that. That tells you that that person might not have the people's heart, you know, to deliver. Just one day, 5 billion.
money no get value.
Man.
Money no get value again like that. No. But you know what they spend on inauguration or no, what they're not spending on inauguration, that's not really my business. The thing is that we just hope and pray because whoever becomes governor, you still need to pray for that and support that person, even if you think that the person will not do well. Just the way we said, okay, we hope and pray and support Tinubu. If it turns out good, Nigeria will be good. If it does not turn, I cannot pray. I cannot wish him bad. You understand me? But
we don't expect a miracle. It is how you lay your bed. That's how you will sleep. Or is that not how to say it? So we cannot wish him. We can only wish him well. But there's no miracle to it. It's either you are prudent and you spend the money wisely and you have good policies, or you don't. If you have, you will succeed. If you don't have, you will fail. So there's no two
That is
ways.
just it.
My wish will not make him succeed or fail, but I will wish him well. But that will not make him succeed or fail. It's his action that will make him succeed or fail. So that is it. We have tried. We have tried to learn our voice and to based on our conviction. It might not be the best. It might not be the true one. Time will tell. You know, just like how we campaigned against Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and time is telling. But his tenure is not over yet. Maybe after 8 years we'll be wrong.
Eventually,
So let's see what happens. No, the thing is that what people don't understand is winning an election. Winning an election is not success. It's not victory. Turning things around is victory.
yeah, it's
Lifting people out
performance.
of poverty, that is where the victory lies. It's not to win an election. We are all brothers. Forget about the divide, APC or PDP. We are all Nigerians. We are all
All
Edolites.
the
We
same.
all have one blood in our veins. No one is more Nigerian than the other or Edo than the other. What you call victory is after 8 years, you turn back and say, I met this state like this. This is how I'm
And I do
living
this
it.
thing.
So that is what victory is. That's what people don't understand. And people are so I don't want to say they are dumb, but they are so uneducated in that aspect. Because education is not all about certificate. They are so uneducated in that aspect that they don't know what victory is. There's no winner, there's no loser in an election that has to do with your land. It's like American election now. You look at what Donald Trump is saying. Donald Trump is no longer saying like for the sake of unity. That's what he's saying, and that is what it is. And America is first, so Edo should be first. You understand me? So if the real victory is what am I coming to do in Edo? Election is over. All those Obaseki is not good. Obaseki is good. PDP is evil. PDP is not. It should be over by now. What you need, if it's that bad, if Obaseki is leaving the state in a bad position, just as they've claimed, they should be more worried about how they are going to work. Not Obaseki is not around. Inauguration. These are all those are just petty things. The people that are ready will not be engaging in those petty. So they should be thinking of the big work ahead. Since they said Obaseki didn't do anything, they should be talking about the big work ahead that they're going to do. So I just wish them well for whatever time they spend there. If they are spending 4 years, they are spending 6 months, they are spending 8 years. I wish them well, but my wish has nothing to do with if they will succeed or not. It's their action that will tell if they will succeed or not. That will determine. So not me. We can
Well,
try all we want from now to
thank you
next year.
for your submission, Mr. Uyi. Yes, that is it. We all see the problem in front of us. We only hope the problem can be seen by those in power. Yes, that is what I say. Yeah, you said it. You said it better. Three lives when lives are changed positively. That's
Yeah.
what lies. Not by winning an election or trying to outsmart or play fast on the election. So it's when they say, okay, these people are living better lives, or these people are having bigger opportunities, or there's equal rights and justice. Yes, that's when we know yes.
Because if you even come to look at it, what are they going to do to Obaseki? Are they going to kill him? Are they going to just are they going to sentence him to death? Are they going to take him to Ring Road, the town center, the middle of the center of the state, and just slaughter him? There's nothing there. You ask them, so what's next? Are you going to kill him now? Okay? He has no power anymore. So eat him, kill him.
No,
So, you understand? So victory is what you're going to do there. It's not celebrating that you won an. Oh, okay, all good and fine. You've won an election, but brother, you're not going to stay more than 8 years maximum. You're not going to stay more than 8 years. You understand me? So because when we are saying these things, I think some people just the thing is that some people look at it like banter, like Arsenal versus Chelsea. That's how they look at it. Maybe because some are opportune to live in better places, or some are opportune to have escaped, as they call it, or some are opportune to maybe be close to government, or some are just living in that bubble of that bubble of they are using it. Some are just using it to while away time, to you know to take their head out of the bad and harsh economy in Nigeria, because I know that everyone is complaining. Even those that make money in Nigeria, they are complaining. I know of someone that pays school fees for the daughter 7 million a semester. The guy is still complaining. He pays that school fees comfortably, but he's still complaining. So for people like that pays 15 million for one section in university for their children in school, still complaining. So you know that the place because seeing people suffer alone sef it does damage to your mental health than even you suffer. So that is the situation of things. We need to we talk we even today I got a letter from my MP. I don't know that man. I probably never vote for him or her. I don't know. I just got a letter from House of Commons. I opened it from my MP. He's here with me in the car as I'm driving to work. He's here now. Bro, these people are telling me the person is explaining to me the reason why they are extending charges for a toll road, the reason why they are extending it, explaining. It's gonna that's how it's explained to every household. That's why this person, this MP, whoever this MP is, I don't even know the name of my MP. I don't know. Explaining to each household in its constituency. I don't know if you understand.
That's a country where democracy is
Someone
being
came to this
almost.
platform to say that election is rigged all over the world. But these are people still pretending as if the power came from the people, even if it is rigged. But they just still pretend. We should just still try to pretend that power came from the people. That election is rigged all over the world. Okay, I agree with you. Election is rigged all over the world, even if you don't have facts you cannot prove it. But this at least try to pretend. You know how I feel to get this letter, to receive this letter, House of Commons. I say, wetin happen, Shu? Wetin na they find me? I open and na my MP they try to explain for letter. I say, Shu, why you dey explain give me? Where for call, they no dey explain o. They not can give us bone, I wish I be.
Whether you take, whether you like her, you know, like her.
Whether you like am, you no like am, say why this one dey explain? See the letter sef the letter be like better letter wey dey say they approve citizenship for person sef. Sure.
And now you go laminate that one now.
No,
Bro,
but how much does that cost? How much does that cost the government?
which government? The person, this
The
MP
letter
to
that
our
is sent
office.
to every household, is
No,
it
this our
it's
office
not the
get
government
overhead.
money.
No, bro, our office
Office
get
get
budget.
budget
Our
now.
office get little budget. We get little
They
overhead
get
budget.
budget.
She get staff and everything now. Which she dey employ for our office now.
Yes, now.
Everything she get PA where they pay everything. Our
Everything.
office get budget now. All those
And I
things.
say it be for
Even our
Nigeria.
senators office no get budget. Okay, be for Nigeria
They
now.
get budget
I want to
too,
start
my
now times
brother. They
three.
get.
I want to
They
start now times
not
three.
just they do them. They
The
get
time this
budget.
woman win election, this woman first send me letter to let me know say he don win election o. Na he dey here now in charge of 7-0. I don't know if you understand me. The time we win election, he first send letter come. I first think say na all this one na Mr. Gragra. He don knock me another letter again today. Then tomorrow now he go come knock my door the campaign. I go say I don't know am. I no go talk say I don't know am now.
But inside all of this, wait, let us go into retrospect now. We're all complaining. We all see the way things are. We don't like it. But some of us are part of the support for those the system in Nigeria. When I mean the system, a lot of people are supporting these guys. A lot of people are part of them. A lot of people agree to their terms. When these people don't do the right thing, some people will support. They will say, yes, this is what we
Yeah,
want.
that was why I
So
said that they
now,
support because of something. There
for
must be
what?
something.
Because of what? Because of what? It's not like everybody has light. Or it's not like the people now have a card. You know, you can be a member of Tesco. When you go to buy petrol from Tesco, you put your Tesco card, they reduce the prices are being subsidized.
You know, we are used to we are you know when
NNPC
we
have
are used to
their cards and they used to subsidize goods or services.
Baba, we don't they used to suffer now. When you first they used to suffer, you go come to choose tribe, religion over your own economic state. Just imagine when just imagine when elections, see America election, the issues where they talk about Donald Trump economy, let Donald Trump be shout because Donald Trump knows say person where money dey pocket, he don't know whether man the fuck man. Person where money dey pocket, he don't know whether immigrants they come in country. You know say na person wey dey hungry na dey look inside say wetin dey cause hunger, he will start to dey spot different things. So na make am put economy for front. That was his point wey he just dey preach, wey he just dey collect people dey enter house. See Edo state election, wetin be people point? Obaseki now dey respect palace. Obaseki too tight. Obaseki ban family. Those were the issues. We are not talking about the economy, how the things that affect your daily life as per what you want chop. Those were not the issues. So the things that they make people they support candidates for Africa, that make Oyibo they look us like animals. Because the way how can you they support candidates just because it just be like say I go there and now they talk say I don't like the way this guy say the rumor where they hear say this guy and the queen not dey okay. I don't go feel vote for this guy. Okay, if I dey hungry, Queen Elizabeth will give me food. That will be my problem now. Baba, the man who disobey palace na Benin man. He know the repercussion to disobey palace. If it is true, the ancestors go fight am. Oba Etiebo Enika Otaloma. We be Benin.
Ancestors
We
don't
be
drink juice
Benin.
now.
Our king no dey cause na ancestors na dey complain too. If you want the enemy of the king, you know wetin it take to be enemy of the king. Those are not the issues. The kingdom is big enough to fight for itself.
That's
The
true.
issue should be what is the economic importance of this money that is coming in. Those should be the issues. You see the reason why I dey tell you say I cannot reason with my people because my people that na the reason why Oyibo they call us animals. That's not the reason. This is a simple thing. This is a simple thing. I want to ask one question. How many chiefs they go filling station won't go buy petrol? Say I be chief. I be chief that they give them free petrol. It does not stop you from respecting the king. It has nothing to do with respect for the kingdom. You have to separate it. That is the reason why we are educated. It has nothing. The kingdom is big enough to treat. There's a part of the kingdom that handles that. There was a governor that disobeyed it. Everybody knows what happened to the governor. There's a part of the kingdom that handles that. That should not be the reason I will not say, oh, his party will never rule. It's that are those the issues. That's why some of us just leave them, will not talk put. We just leave them. That's why some of us just leave them, will not talk put. Because these people, when you tell them this thing, they're going to say you be enemy of the kingdom. Because these people are very, very difficult to educate. When I say educate, when people talk about education, they think it's certificate-based education. No. The education when they talk about are critical thinking. They lack it. Those of them who get PhD, they lack critical thinking. That is the reason why we can't even do tactical voting in Nigeria. Peter Obi come out, this one come out, this one come out. We not even do tactical voting. We say we don't want APC. They don't put us for Wahala for 8 years. We use our brain where we not get to bring back APC because we don't even get the brain to do tactical voting. Look, I'm all over the world. They do tactical voting to bring the people. That's Donald Trump with tactical voting because these people they get critical thinking. Black man when he's in Africa, his brain go lock. If you come abroad, the brain go open. And I never asked when I said the reason why.
I'm fresh.
No, because when you deal in midst of blind people, you go blind.
Well, I think it's
If you
just
dey
that.
meet of blind people, you go blind. If you come outside, you come see say this thing wey I been dey think before, not be so e suppose to be o. Practical thinking. Tomorrow Obaseki dey comot, you no go be governor again. Anything, any sin wey you commit against the land go ask am. The land go ask am. Any sin wey commit against the land go ask am. Everybody wey dey claim say dem dey fight for palace, how many of dem December they don carry cow or goat go palace say, my king, I can't do Christmas. How many of them? They don't care. They only do it for the for political gain, for selfish interest. They don't care. How many of them? You think that see, they say king, now gift, now they tell the soften king heart. No matter how rich the king be, you are under an obligation to take food to the palace. How many of these people where they stay in the fight for Benin Kingdom? December go reach, they go carry goat, this thing go palace. How many of them don't celebrate Igwe festival? How many of them? All of them really start online now, so they fight for the palace. How many of them they celebrate Igwe time? Say they go say they will go, they'll pay for ITV to say, I felicitate my king. How many of them go pay for ITV? But they still go club, go buy champagne, 500,000. How many of them? So all these things we see all these things, we just dey laugh. People doing things for stupid reasons. Most of them hide out. The bad thing is that most of them hide abroad. Their brother you hide, the people sacrifice. The people sacrifice, leave no stone unturned to make that place a place where it will attract you and your children. You go sit down for there from that place, enter one small device, they destroy where you come from. They destroy where you come from. You think say we dey happy, say we dey abroad. We dey happy, say we dey waiting be time. I just dey drive reach work now inside cold. If I dey Nigeria, I go do this one. I probably go don't even fuck finish, tie wrapper and everything. They'll come give me pounded yam for where I sit down.
Mr. Uyi,
My
self
children go sit down around me. My children go sit down around me. Not be lie now. Those days, if my mama serve my papa food finish, she go put cigar. My papa dey smoke one cigar that they call more. That brown long cigar, go put am for the side. They'll put one bottle of shandy. Go put am there. My papa chop finish. My papa go light am. Sit down outside with the barrel. Relax. Now my age, my papa did that time. Now that age, I take dey work for night. This I don't like go back to my country. We go sit down for abroad. We go dey destroy our country. We go dey follow the ones wey dey inside that place. The ones wey dey inside the darkness, we go dey follow them. The reason we wey don see life wey no as people take turn their country around. As people take turn their country around, any little thing that will carry person go court. Now so you talk this one, now so you talk this one. Social media, this they pick different laws. They don't see American election. They don't see the way we say Americans stay engage Republicans and Democrats. They don't see the way Americans stay engage them. They don't see election. They don't see them. They saw election when they see when opposition fight incumbent, fight them hands down, and the voice of the people they heard. But these people support Donald Trump, come to Nigeria to support Asiwaju. Where is the connection? I don't understand. Where is the connection? Na sickness, oh, Baba, na sickness, oh. Now I dey tell you so, na sickness. Na sickness. And the thing that bro, you know, I put it on that platform. I said, God willing, we all live long. I will another 4 years. I typed it last 4 years in Nigeria, not feel better. Abi. I type them again. This 4 years exactly. I type them again. I screenshot that thing. I go type them again another 4 years again. I go to remind them.
Who they give hope for Nigeria now? Why you always say Nigeria no go better?
You can't be that. You can't.
That's people will not want. See, Nigeria be like something with the edge of table. People they push her to fall. They more than 1 billion. Only like 3 people the whole are making not fall. How that thing not go take fall? How that thing not go take fall? Every aspect of the country is bad. Now religious leaders, now traditional leaders, now political leaders. Every aspect of the country is bad. Every aspect of the country bad. If they finish in the morning, finish off Monday to Friday to Saturday, they push us enter church again. Those ones go see whip our up again, collect the small one will remain, push us enter street again. Like that. Continuous vicious circle.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wee. You have taken, yes, you have been allowed to air. You
Thank
have
you, thank
aired,
you thank you for giving me your time, please. Yeah,
you have
I need, I
given,
need
you
I
have
need to enter
spoken,
work now.
you have given us from the heart. You have, yes, you have talked into everybody's soul. You have brought out what we have from each and every one of us. Talking, saying it. I didn't want to interrupt. I didn't want to interject. I wanted you to speak it out because we hardly hear the truth like this. People get sentimental when you talk about it. People sometimes get angry with you.
They like
But
to use a not phone. I don't
no,
tell
yeah,
them my mind.
when you say it, they get angry. Some people have biases, but you have just said it the way that is supposed. Once in a while, I think we should just sit back, relax, and listen to somebody give us the unbiased and unreserved truth or statement how we deserve it. Yes, critical thinking, sentimental thinking, a lot of things that we put before each other. Well, it is Nigeria for us. I don't know. We don't know how we think about it. Some people say the Burkina Faso Mali way. Some people say they want the Gustapos on this side.
Now,
We are
Guinea way.
a big nation. You know the funniest part when we come when okay, I've been here with you. We've been in the studio like this on the news. A lot of stories are coming in. More stories are coming in. They say they've been a attack. There was an attack on the national grid, and bandits destroyed our national grid. So they had a couple of Nigerian military go to detect where it was destroyed. It is like saying yes, a coach has gone to buy Raheem Sterling and is complaining about it. I don't like to use that as an example.
They said a new terrorist attack has spring out from
Ah,
somewhere now.
no,
They
there's a
say
new terrorist now recruiting people in the north. In the north,
they say
they are going
uh,
villages.
they're doing what?
They are going from village to village recruiting people, new terrorists. That's what I
Do
heard
they,
in the news. I saw it in the
do they pay more than 70,000 a month? Oh, come on, my brother. Yeah, if they pay better than the government, what will they say? Recruiting people? They're recruiting people in a country where a security vote is almost 1 billion. And what are we talking about? Even if the governor of a state receives almost 1 billion or more than 1 billion in a state, and they say in his state there are some people illegal are recruiting his state his citizens, then we have to ask critical questions. Those are critical thinking. You say we should do critical thinking. Do they pay more than 70,000 naira a month? Because one of the topics today, some NLC is about to strike. Why? Because some states have not been able to pay the 70,000 that they promised. So now, if you tell me now, for instance, there's X, Y,
Edo State will be part of that very soon.
well, let us not hope for Edo State as Edo State is the heartbeat of the nation, because when the heart stops to beat, then we have to shock it. If the heart of a body stops to beat, they will need to shock it. Let's not hope for that, because we are way ahead of we are ahead of such madness. We are ahead of such madness. But again, like I have said, our national grid attacked. The news coming in. What is going on? What are these for political purposes, or are these for financial interest? The things we hear all the time, over and over. Well, I remember I remember one saying, say, may God bless us all. May God bless us all. These are the things we see on our daily news. We hope for the best. We pray for our government. We hope for our government to listen to us and make critical thinking, come to the rescue, find those. We have Brilliant Nigerians home and abroad. All we need to do is put ourselves together. They don't have to come to work. They can just bring their thesis, bring their ideas, bring their. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Sorry for butting in. I just
No, no,
want to touch a little bit on the national grid you made mention of, because that's my area, because I studied electrical engineering. So the national grid will continue to fail because you see, when it's just like the population explosion too is the same. Like in yeah, in about around 1992, Nigeria population was 120 million people, and it has exploded to 233, assumably 233 million people, and there's nothing put in place, no cushion effect put in place to withstand or to cushion the effect of population explosion. Is the same thing is applicable to our grid. If you look at how many megawatt do we produce, we generate like 4,000 megawatt, and this 4,000 megawatt has been there from time immemorial. There has not been any improvement. So how do you expect the national grid not to collapse when the national grid is taking too much? It's just like human being taking too much load. The person will collapse. See, new houses are springing up every day, and a lot of people are connecting to the national grid, whereas there's no improvement in the number or the amount of power that is being generated. No provision is made for this. The national grid has collapsed I think about 10 times this year, if I'm not mistaken, or more than 10 times this year. So that's what we'll be expecting. We are not investing, like I said before, we are not investing in this electricity. We are not bringing companies to come and build the grids or build the plant, generating plants for us. We are having a population explosion. We are having more houses are, being built, and these houses are being electrified. So we'll begin to have this. The country is not ready until they are ready. When they are ready, we'll know. They are not ready yet.
Yes, thank you. In the last episode, the one we had on Friday, yes, I asked a question. Not yes, a group of us asked a question. How much or what will it take? Because we know the power. Because from on Friday, a certain gentleman went for a seminar somewhere in South Africa. He's the special advisor on power to the federal government. He said that there will be 20 hours of light in 2027. Yes, he made that statement that there will be 20 hours of 20 hours of light in 2027. I remember that vividly. Yes. And we asked the question. This, we know they have generation, they have distribution, and they have the third one. I can't remember. Now, and the power grid is the generating, and since Jonathan, they've been fighting between 4,000 and 6,000 megawatts increase and all that. Although everybody campaigned that they will generate light and will supply other continents. When they boast of it, they boast like we will begin to give Asia and Europe light. So I ask the question, how long or how much would it cost a government that wants to deal with light and doesn't want to privatize it? How much will it cost them to generate or to build a fresh grid that can generate 10,000 megawatts of electricity? Leaving what is existing now, just creating a new, it's like, how much will it cost the government? A fresh national grid. How much will it to generate 10,000 megawatts? I think if I say you're into that field, please, what do you think?
Yeah, I wouldn't know the cost. But if we are ready, it's not something we cannot do. You see, these developed countries, they did it. You see, the fact is just to go on research, know how they did it, and we can, implement the same standard. You see, the whole of Japan, about 126 million people. Since I came to Japan some 33 years ago, there has not been power failure, except there's a natural disaster in some particular areas, and within 24 hours or 48 hours is restored. So, presumably, there has not been power failure for 126 million people. So the fact is, we are not just ready, and we earmark billions of naira for this ministry every year. So where is the billions of naira going to? And you see the minister for power just come and be talking the way he likes, because there's no consequences for whatever they do. The common meter you cannot give, and people that are employed, they don't have the expertise to do. If your brother is a manager in Benin, there you are bound to employ your sisters and brothers there. Whereas people that went to technical colleges and polytechnics, they are not university, they are not employed. So how do you expect it? In electricity, definitely, if you electrify a house, there has to be a certificate of test and everything, and all these things has to be approved. That certificate has to be given to you. That was what we read when we were in the technical college. But they don't exist. You just call one person from Ring Road there to come and electrify your house, and when he blows up the house and the whole transformer goes off, and nobody takes a responsibility for all these things. We are not ready yet. You look at the federal government appointing ministers. These are people that probably supported them during the election. You bring a professor of law, you make him to be a power minister. How is he going to work? How is it going to work? And some of our brothers living abroad, they begin to argue blindly that it's not about reading the. You have to know the in and out of the ministry before. Yeah, very simple. How can you put lawyer to head the ministry of Agric
Doctor.
or doctor? Yeah, it's not possible.
At all.
I know that some people are corrupt, but inside among those people that read the same course, there's definitely one or two people that are not corrupt. You go for head hunting and get the people that are supposed to give us the dividends. They just they appoint people that help them to snatch ballot boxes, and those people will just come out and talk anyhow, but making some people to be a band A, band B, or band. Is there any band in the country you live in? They're making some people to be more superior
Don't know where they got
than
that
other
idea.
people.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Band A, band A to 22 hours. 22 hours a day, band C 10 hours a day. How do you expect somebody that want to do business, one needs electricity to freeze his or her goods? You expect that person to get 10 hours a day because it's a band C. I don't understand these people. Like the 4 megawatt we are talking about is because a lot of people are investing in solar. If they are not investing in solar, that 4 megawatt will be tripping off every day. So it's a disaster. Africa is our leaders. They are disasters.
Thank you very much.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. Every day we come here, the same thing. But it's good. We'll keep talking till the changes will come, and we know the change will come because it is interesting that a lot of us are now focusing on the happenings in our country. Not like before when a lot of people say, hey, God, they leave the government, let them do their own. We face our own. Now there are words, now the talk is here. They will continue to talk until it is and it is rectified.
Look, my brother, one person, Dangote, could build a refinery single-handedly, though a lot of partnership existed, which we understand. But it's Dangote refinery. A whole federal government of Nigeria, the turnaround maintenance that they're talking about, 10 billion invested in turnaround maintenance. Yet the refineries are not working. I could remember in around 1980, I did my IT in Warri refinery. You can see everything was booming. It was just like abroad. The food we eat, the hospital, the management, everything was just like abroad. Today, no. There has to be a revolution. There has to be a revolution. It's really sad.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ipagaiva. we hope the revolution starts early. It will start earlier and it starts now. Well, we have done the 2-hour mark and it's still hot here in the studio.
Yeah,
Yes,
Mr. Obijoje, sorry, when you were online, Mr. Obaseki just gave his, I think, do I call it inaugural speech or validation
yes, on our
speech?
Rise TV.
Yes, he just gave it now. I think that is it's over already for him. So
Yes, we have to thank the governor for all he has done and give him the support to hand over every document to the incoming, and like it is said, whether the incoming was our choice or not, he is our incoming and he will become the governor of Edo State. Yes, that is by the name. He's no longer senator, right? He's now governor. He will be called the incoming governor Monday Okpebholo. It is only proper those citizens, Nigerians, we give our full support to this gentleman, and we hope that he becomes the best that we have seen in all governance of our great state. So I come with everybody. Let us put our hands together to join with peace and harmony to ensure Edo gets back on track like it has always been. We have done the 2-hour mark. I give my African proverb, which I always do. It says victory. Today's African proverb says victory is always possible for the person who refuses to stop fighting. For those people that refuse to stop fighting, you keep on pushing till victory will come. No matter how difficult the situation seems, if you maintain an unwavering determination and keep trying, you eventually achieve success. Yes, I know we succeed, Nigeria will succeed, but let us not fall back and relax. Let us continue to fight so that we can push these people from their slumber to their feet to ensure that the basics, all we ask for are the basics, so that the basics can become a norm in our land. This is all we ask. I thank you everybody for coming to the studio today. It's a new week. Welcome. Thank you for coming to the studio, and welcome back to base. Yes, we know we are irregular. I want to thank Joe Chief Oye, the quiet one. He has gone to work, and every other person that came today to the studio, Vuvuzela, etc. And those that haven't come in a while, we miss them. We'll reach out to our panelists. Again, this is Opa Reporters and Talks, the program where we discuss and give our unbiased and unreserved opinion on the social, economic, and political happenings across Nigeria. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for being a part of the program. We love you. Keep the faith and stay put. I'll see you all on Friday. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, moderator. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Bye.
Good night for having us. Good night.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a good week ahead.